Hey guys, welcome back at it again. This is Tyspit, and I'm going to show you how to play Mozzie. I get Mozzie just got nerfed, and you might think he's a bad operator now that he doesn't have a shotty. I'm here to tell you that he is still one of the best operators in this game. He is a 2-speed, but he's best when he's roaming. He has a C4, 2 great guns. If you hit more headshots, use the P10, higher fire rate. If you like hitting the body, use the commando. Either way, both guns will get you tons of kills. I bring this because it's the only pistol I got, and I bring nitro cell. If your team needs barbed wire, they have too many nitro cells, bring the barbed wire. That's very rare. So I use the P10 Roni just because faster ADS and the Vortex holographic sight, and I just like the higher fire rate guns. They go over a lot of these videos. So there's two ways to play Mozzie. Well, with the pest wise, there's two ways to play. Either you put him in sight, or you put him in certain drone choke points, and you just wait. You let the drones run into you. The other way to play Mozzie is the aggressive way. It's when you're setting up. The second you get your reinforcements down, you start just hunting drones. You look them, say there's a drone just flying right here, you aim, or you just hip fire him, shoot either on top of the drone or in front of it, and you just try to hit the drone. So that's the aggressive way to play Mozzie's drones. The way I like to do it, and a lot of people do, is say, blue bar is actually a very good site, but the one thing you have to do is roam office, because you don't want people walking in office. So say I'll put a Mozzie pest on this door, and I'll put a Mozzie pest right there, so no one can drone me. Then I'll be able to play an office, and the second a Mozzie pest or a drone gets pest, I'll actually know where they're pushing from. And they won't know where I am exactly. They know I'm in here, but they won't know I'm here exactly. So I'll know where they're coming from, so I'll be able to counter that, but they won't know where I am. So say someone gets the pest right here, that's sitting on this right there, gets a drone, and I know to either hide a little bit, let them push in and peek them, or I know to position myself in a way where I can take that gunfight and win. That's just the advantage. Or if they get drone there, I know to play behind this couch, maybe get some cover, hold a long angle, kill him. Now, the reason Mozzie is such a good operator is because he feeds into that, I know it sounds very repetitive, but he feeds into that the 7-second meta, 15-second meta, whatever you want to call it. He is so good because he denies the one thing that the attackers have for intel, which is droning. The only thing that every attacker has access to intel-wise is drones, unless they bring a Dokeby and get the cams, or bring a Lion and get some scans, bring a Jackal. Those are all they don't last a full round. A drone, if you keep it alive, lasts the whole round. That's why drones are so important to every attacker. So if you get a drone immediately, if you're in cover, hop on your cams, drive that drone, set it up almost like a flank drone. So your drones are very valuable because attackers won't shoot it unless they know exactly it's a Mozzie drone. So a lot of times you can set up a drone at a very common, like you can set up a drone just in the middle of the floor here, watch this door, and no one will shoot it because they'll think it's one of their drones. And they'll just leave it there. Another way to play Mozzie, I mean not another way, but like the reason Mozzie is such a good roamer is because of this. He can, wherever he wants to go, he can set up shop with 3 pests and not let a single person in. So I'm gonna run over here. Pretend we're not, didn't go this blue bar side, we went hookah. Another great way to play him, set up Mozzie pest blue bar, and set up a Mozzie pest and mudroom. Then you can, common in, when you play hookahs, you have someone playing sunrise. This way they can't drone you in sunrise, because a lot of people either push from office side into blue bar, then try to push you, or they'll push through mudroom. This door you don't need to worry about because the drone it's legit has to jump in, you'll know where they're coming from. And it's just like very good. He's such a good operator because first he has great guns, great utility in stopping intel, and a C4. The reason he's such a good roamer as well, on sites like CCTV, he can play below, roam in that lounge area, C4 from below. This one, if he has some pings upstairs, he can C4 from below. Same thing with penthouse, even though no one goes penthouse, which I am fine with. Penthouse sucks. And I will show you in a sec, but all of his guns are so easy to use. They are headshot machines. Both of them are headshot machines. I think this one's a little bit better for headshots though. The other one does a lot more damage. It's the assault rifle, but I just like the P10 Roni more. All of them are headshot machines because they both have higher fire rate than most guns. And look at this recoil. That is such a low recoil. It legit goes straight up, a little bit to the right, so that is so simple. There's nothing you need to do. If you aim head level and hit a headshot, you're good with the P10 Roni. Now, if you do use a body shot, you'll find yourself reloading a lot if you try to go for body shots. Because body shots will take about a full mag to kill him. Or not a full mag, but they'll take a decent amount of bullets to kill. Now I'm going to kill myself real quick in this game. I'll show you the Commando 9. Because I use the P10 Roni the most, but I do switch in between depending on how my day. If I'm having a very bad day when it comes to aim, I will use the Commando just because it's easier with body shots. So I'll go hookah and I'll go kitchen. I'll show you the more passive way to play them. Sorry, the 6-pick phase, all of this is going on because I have to set up for our team practices for Pro League. I mean, not for Pro League, but for a Tier 3 league. So I switch over to the Commando. Has angled grip, hollows. He has the normal hollow, flash hider, all the normal attachments. I usually run angled grip because it's still such a low recoil gun. And this gun with angled grip has less recoil than the MP5, almost every defender gun. So I'll find a good way to test this real quick. I'll just show you my setup. I play Mozzie on kitchen a lot. I play him passive, so I would throw one on that kitchen door. I'll throw one right there. I'll throw one in the near that drone hole to where if a drone jumped in, it might get hit by that, and the drone hole is stopped. So I'm gonna run into the courtyard and show you the recoil. Or actually, I'll do it here again. You guys remember how easy that recoil was in the P10 Roni? Look at this. Also, look at that reload. It's amazing. Just straight up. It's legit just straight up. Barely moves and it's to the right, so I'm barely even moving my mouse. It's just like the recoil is amazing. That's just like what's so good about Mozzie and why he's in that meta. If you put him with a mute, if you watch Pro League, you'll know SSG, the Invite World Champion, or the Rainbow Six World Champions right now, they just won Invite. They have this thing on Clubhouse called the 100% hold. They don't call it that, but we do. Every other person that watched Pro League calls it that. They went to the OGA Pit Minor, which is a LAN event that qualifies you for Invite. They went to it. They got second place though, but they had this hold where they didn't lose a single match or a single round on this hold when they did this hold through the whole entire OGA pit. I think they played it like 5-6 times. They did lose once. The reason this was so good, they're holding basement and they had people roaming second floor. They had Mute and Mozzie roam second floor. That is 7 doorways or areas that you can't drone. So pretend like Mute and Mozzie are holding this penthouse and theater. I'm gonna put Mozzie drone here, Mozzie pest here, maybe a Mozzie pest on that door. Then Mute, put a Mozzie pest on that drone hole, put a Mute jammer here, maybe a Mute jammer top there, and a Mute jammer 90. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that you have to get past to even drone out this area. That is why it's the 7-second meta. You have to deal with every single Mute jammer and Mozzie pest just to get a drone in here. And by the amount of time that wasted, that's it. if you did a bad job at placing your Mozzie pests, if you put them in a bad area, that is at least a minute to 45 seconds of just wasted time. If you do a great job and you're actually playing aggressive, or not aggressive, but playing a little bit aggro with it, like you actually peek and you make it even harder for them, like they know you're there but they can't even see you, and you keep peeking, maybe get some damage off, maybe get a pick, it makes their life so much harder. So if you're playing it right and you put your Mozzie Pest in the right area, you are probably going to waste time. Even if you die, there's only going to be like 30 seconds left, and then your team has to run, or their team has to run into sight to your teammates sitting there waiting in the doorways. It makes life so harder in this game. That's why Mozzie is probably one of the best operators in this game. Hope you guys play him. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go like, subscribe, comment. Follow me on Twitch at TySpen with 2 E's, link in description. And see y'all later.